In version 1.5 we're getting 4 brand new relic sets, and it will change the way you should build your characters. I'll be covering what these new relic sets do, which characters they are going to be good on, and whether you should farm them. Each one of the new sets has a very clear use. They are here to reinforce each type of playstyle. For example, Ashblazing is suitable for characters whose damage come from follow-up attacks. With 2 pieces, it will increase all damage dealt by follow-up attacks by 20%. When you obtain 4 pieces, it will increase your attack by 6% each time your follow-up attack deals damage. However, this effect is removed once you perform a new follow-up. But what makes it even more remarkable is that it can be stacked up to 8 times. For example, Topaz, when using her skill, will perform 4 hits. Therefore, at the end of her action, she will have a 24% increase in attack. This set will essentially become mandatory for some characters. To start with, the newcomer Topaz. All of her attack are follow-ups, so they will benefit greatly from the relic. By using all 4 pieces, you have an increase of more than 10% in damage. But if you already have a solid build and don't want to completely switch, you can also use 2 pieces of Ashblazing with 2 pieces of Firesmith while still farming. It will perform 4% better than the standard of 2 pieces of Firesmith with 2 pieces of Wild Wheat. The only point to be aware is to avoid using your basic attack. It has only 1 hit and count as a follow-up, so it will reset the Ashblazing buff. For G1, the benefit will be even greater, although it depends on how many hits you will be able to perform with the Thunderlord. Still, in a normal rotation, will be at least 8% better than a normal lightning set. As for Clara, who has no way to perform multiple hits, her best option is to use 2 pieces of Ashblazing with 2 pieces of Boxing. In this case, the performance will be 7% better than using 4 pieces of Champion of Streetwise Boxing. There are other characters who use follow-ups, but I won't go into detail since it's not the primary way to deal damage, like Kafka for example. The second relic to be released in patch 1.5 is Prisoner in Deep Confinement, which will be focused on characters who use damage over time. Its effect with 2 pieces is a 12% increase in attack, which is crucial given that damage over time does not scale with crit. The second effect is game changing. For each damage over time inflicted on your opponent, your attacks ignore 6% of your opponent's defense with a maximum of 3 stacks. Essentially, you can ignore between 6 to 18% of the opponent's defense. For characters who use damage over time, this is one of the best buffs as it will impact their entire kit, and the defense reduction is really hard to have diminishing returns. Basically, this set becomes required for Kafka, Sempo, Luca, and Green Eye Fan, and any other future character whose source of damage is damage over time. So it is obvious that it should not be used if you are building Kafka with crit. Its performance will vary depending on the number of damage over time you can inflict, ranging from 3% to 13% increase in Kafka's damage, for example. In addition to new relics, we will also have 2 new ornaments. Firmament Frontline Glamoth is focused on characters with high speed. By default, it offers 12% increase in attack, but it becomes really powerful if you have over 135 speed, because starting at this speed, it provides an additional 12% in damage. And if you reach 160 speed, you receive instead an 18% increase in damage. It's a very good ornament for characters who rely a lot on speed to achieve high damage, such as Zilla, Ganting, and Sushan, mostly hunt characters, but also Kafka. For Kafka, compared to Space Ceiling Station, it offers a 3% increase in performance. For Zilla and most hunt characters, the increase is more significant, a 5% improvement when compared to Salshodo. To complete, we have Penacony Land of the Dreams, that offers 5% energy recovery rate and 10% damage to all allies, but only with the same type of damage as the user. Energy recovery rate will always be welcomed by certain types of characters like Tinyun, Asta, or even Pela and Silverwolf. However, the second effect is quite limited since you have to pair your support with a specific DPS. For example, Pela with Yanqing or Jinliu, and Asta with Topaz. The one character who will really benefit the most from this ornament will be Silverwolf, who can use it in a mono quantum composition. This will result in an increase in damage not only for the DPS but the entire team. That's it guys, so are you ready to start farming the new sets? Leave it in the comments below, and don't forget to watch this video to improve even more your account.
It's that time again to get busy with it, best go